Did that get your attention? Great. Greetings, mortals and sinners! I'm Shinobi-Pool, artist, gamer, sometimes cosplayer, and lover of deep cut references that I'm sure at most 2% of you are gonna get. With a mask! You may have heard or seen me from my various TikToks, Reels, and YouTube shorts that I've done.
Nope!
Anywho, I'm making this video to go over what I want to do with this channel. As I'm sure you're all well aware of the looming threat of TikTok getting banned, which I have a feeling won't happen until after GTA 6 comes out. With that in mind, I feel it would be appropriate to start taking my content to the next level. I want to go over what I can do now on the channel and what I wish to do in the future. Of course, I'm open to some advice on how I can improve my content. Watch till the end for all the details and share your thoughts in the comments. With that out of the way, let's talk. Before I made this video, all I've been doing on this channel was posting various TikToks I made in the form of YouTube shorts. That's probably where a majority of my subscribers came from. Still, 104 is more than I expected to hit on this platform, so I'd say that was a decent start. I will continue with that form of posting, but one thing I've been studying on this platform lately is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Live streaming! Now, over on TikTok, I've actually done quite a few streams, from learning how to stream in the first place with my Shinobi-Pool outfit, digital drawing, and of course, gaming. I enjoyed a lot of these. My audience wasn't the best, but hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? However, as fun as it was to do these, there was one drawback. I couldn't save my footage. So, those are practically lost media now. What I would give to see my first playthrough of Bendy and the Dark Revival again. Meanwhile, here on YouTube, my footage is already saved here on the app. That being said, there are quite a few problems I have yet to sort out, but the biggest is one that's probably gonna take me a long while to remedy. And it's not just live streaming that this affects, it's pretty much everything on this channel, excluding shorts and posts. And it's the fact that all I have to make and post content with is a phone and a tablet. Yeah, it's not hard to see how limiting this is. Of course, I always did these streams on my tablet since it's a bigger screen and seems to run remote play alright. I've been using an app called Prism Live to do these test streams, which you can view, most of them, on my channel and watch me brain fog throughout the learning process. And from what I've learned, it does a pretty solid job. The gameplay seems smooth, there might be the occasional lag, but it doesn't seem to affect the performance of the game. The quality of the audio or the footage, however, there are a few problems. Streams where I screen share end up like this. Yeah, this aspect ratio is kind of a problem, for me at least. I'm not sure if it's problematic for you all, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. The thing is, it only seems to be when using remote play. Other apps that use the whole screen are fine, the only real issue is the bars on the sides. I tried seeing if maybe there's a way I can change the aspect ratio of the footage afterwards, but that doesn't seem to be an option. Now that's not the only issue. There's actually one more that needs some work done. It's more of a cosmetic thing than anything else, but I do believe it's an integral part of live streaming nowadays. And that's the VTuber or PNG. A bunch of artists who live stream often have a little character in the corner of the screen, almost as a stand-in for a face cam. I hope to run with that crowd too at some point, but I can't yet, because neither of my devices are compatible to display the PNG while screen sharing. The only way I can use it is by live streaming with a device camera. Something I really don't like doing, but sometimes I don't really have much of a choice. Although I personally would rather not do gaming streams with my device camera, like I stated before, your thoughts, opinions, and advice would be greatly appreciated in the comments. So do give me your take on gaming via device camera. That's all I'm doing at the moment.
Hi, future Shinobi-Pool here. That is in fact not all. I'm currently editing the video at the moment and didn't realize until much later that I forgot to mention something crucial. I am still going to do TikTok lives, however they will be exclusively for drawing, whether that be drawing challenges or most of the time thumbnails for my video. Meanwhile, lives on YouTube will be exclusively for gaming. Glad to clear that up. Now back to the video.
Now it's time for me to discuss the future! Before I continue, I need to address a couple things. Firstly, the mic. In case it wasn't obvious, I've been recording with my device's microphone. I have this other microphone that I got at a gift shop, but unfortunately it doesn't work on my devices. The other issue is my tablet's storage. 32 gigabytes with over 26 of that already being taken up is kind of a problem. And there's no slot to put a chip in to increase that. Still, it doesn't appear to be an issue at the moment, so I'll do what I can while the device is still behaving. With all that out of the way, let's begin. Starting with discussion videos. There's not really much to describe about this, just me going on my little autistic rants about what I like, don't like, and hopelessly obsess over that you can go relay to your disinterested family at dinner. Seriously though, eat more, talk less, your food's gonna get cold. You may have also noticed that the PNG I'm using almost never changes, but don't worry, I plan to make more in the future and add more expressions. And, You know, I thought I'd have more to say here, but no, that's all I have, unfortunately.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was.
Hello.
Oh, no, don't do this to me.
Sorry, Mother Lucy, but as long as I'm living here, we're both stuck with him.
Then move out so we don't have to.
I do not yet have the tools necessary to do that. Plus, he still owes me money. Leaving too soon means I probably won't get it back.
Darn it, he's right. Okay, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cameron, better known online by like 3 of you as Lightspeed. I make gotcha videos and a permanent headache in my brother's brain. I'll occasionally co-host for live streams, videos, and more, if Aiden decides to have me on anyway. Who wouldn't? I rarely ever post on TikTok and I haven't posted on YouTube at all, but that may change. All it'd take is some time, energy, patience, motivation. It could still happen though.
Don't forget piggybacking off your brother's success.
Whatever, I'm still the funny one.
We'll see about that.
Bro thinks he's a supervillain. He even wrote sadistic laugh in the script.
With asterisks, that's how scripts work. Genius.
It's the fact you had to specify it, though. We get it, you're trying to act all dark and mysterious. Just put it as chuckle and move on.
What are you, my PR manager? It's not even your line of dialogue.
How about we stopped writing this script and you start working on that video?
Yeah, about that, the video is basically over. I don't really got much more to say.
Me neither. I'm gonna go play some Halo. Let me know if you need me to wake the audience back up.
Glad he's out of here. Unfortunately, it won't be the last time we'll see of him. Well, even if I can't think of anything else I can do for videos on this channel, perhaps you guys can throw ideas at me, and I'll see what I can do. Oh, almost forgot. Next Friday at 5 p.m., I'm playing Sonic Shadow Generations, starting with obviously the Sonic half, here on YouTube. We'll save Shadow for another time. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching.